Let's have a look at, one of my favourite graphs, which is the world's most livable. So we've got this year, the livable scale came back in. We didn't show it last year because they didn't do it. So the Economic Intelligence Unit usually does this every year, but you'll see 2020 was missing because of COVID. And you can see quite a bit of upheaval. New Zealand shot to the top with Auckland and Wellington jumping into the top 4. Auckland coming from 12th to 1st and Wellington going from 25th to 4th. That's a massive leap. Now again, that's a lot to do with the fact that they managed COVID very well initially. They're now dealing with some issues, but their remoteness, their isolation, their ability to lock down, certainly helped them, as it did Australia. And you've seen now Australia's virtually everyone in. Sydney at number 11 is the only one out the top 10. And Melbourne, which has traditionally been first or second, slipped all the way back to 9 due to the Melbourne having an extended lockdown for a large portion of this assessment period. Now again, whether they can sneak up the ranks, we'll see. But Perth has jumped from 14 to 6 as a result of that very heavy-handed approach of Premier McGowan. Now, whether that helps in next year's rankings, where it might be the last place on the planet to open up for travel and things like that, who knows? But one of the key elements in this test is entertainment and events and all these things. And Perth has had no disruption to that whatsoever because of the isolation in particular and the strength of McGowan's conviction in not letting any cases come. We have lockdowns in Perth if there is literally one reported case. We'll get 2-3 day lockdowns, and that is on record now that he continues that policy even with up to a 90% vaccination rate. You can see this has always been Australia's strength, as being dominant in this list. It's good to see it back. It's the reason why Australia continues to attract people wanting to come here. The negative press of the ability to come back, I think that's going to have an impact. But overall, people want to come safe. And if you come from a country that's had massive issues with COVID, massive health concerns, massive deaths, you're going to certainly look at Australia with only 1,800 deaths as a place that you would rather be if it ever happens again.